Oh, hello, hello. Welcome. This is Tracy and Wagner with Versatile Inspirations, and today we are going to visit the Clairs, and today it will be Claircognizance. So just give me a moment and I will start the screen share and we'll get right to it. Whoop. Alrighty. Put this up here. Alrighty, so what is claircognizance? It means clear knowing. When we receive those messages, and they are messages, it kind of comes through our transpersonal chakras into our crown chakra, which is the top of our head, where our thought processes and stuff are in this lifetime. So it's almost like you're tapping into universal consciousness or divine source, and the information's just coming to you. You're not asking for it necessarily. You just know. So there's no prior knowledge of you knowing something, yet just know it to be true. It's just an inner knowing, like it's in your head and you just know it. So you just know things about people, plants, animals, anything really, and spirit. So you just have that knowing of anything, really. I mean, you could just be standing there talking with someone and you just know something that they either say or that just comes into your mind to be true. You just know it. It's not necessarily like deja vu, because deja vu makes you feel like you've done something before, like it's a repeat, but just knowing is just what it is. It's just knowing. You clearly know something without having any prior knowledge of it. So with claircognizance, the only tools that you can really use for that, since you're not really asking for anything, you're not necessarily touching something, you're not necessarily seeing something or hearing something, you're just knowing it. You just know it with every fiber of your being. So if we reconnect with our soul self, maybe that might have something to do with it, because when we are connected with source, with your spirit self, and you're reconnecting, making that connection viable, but knowing that there is that connection still between your soul self and your spirit self, then maybe that will actually bring about some clear knowing. Meditation, by sitting and being quiet, maybe that allows for it's possible that it allows for the clear knowing, that connection, that knowledge to flow to you more easily and effortlessly. But it's most likely by tapping into your transpersonal energy system. It's most likely that, because whether you know it or not, and like I've said over and over again, you really do not need to tap into them. You don't need to access them. They're constantly working, just like your normal chakras. You don't need to activate them. They're already activated. They're there. They're being used all the time, and you've used them all the time. It's just part of you. It's just knowing that you can tap into the transpersonal chakras and your transpersonal energy system, which is the whole thing all together. Then you're able to gather that information a lot clearer, and basically it just kind of comes to you. You just know. And that's part of why I think tapping into your transpersonal energy system and realizing that you can gives you access to that flow of knowledge, that flow of creativity, and with that, just that clear knowing of any situation that you're in, or any knowledge, that messages, images that may be coming to you. Now, the transpersonal energy system over on the left-hand side, that's your complete major chakra system now, which includes the transpersonal chakras and the original 7 chakras. Now, there are many, many, many more chakras throughout your whole being, your whole energy being, but these are the major ones to tap into that we're looking for clarity and for that flow of knowledge, tapping into source, going within and working on our own being, or whether we are looking to become part of that conscious evolution and gather the knowledge and the information through that as well. That also includes the soul star, which you can access the Akashic records, or you can go into the causal chakra and become just proficient in manifesting if that's what you so desire. Or we can tap into that earth center and we can actually really work with the Mother Gaia energy, the earth energy. So that's the transpersonal energy system at work for you. And I really believe that that is where we are getting a lot of those claircognizant thought processes from, is by it getting more and more developed, by people realizing that it's a thing and it becoming more reality and more mainstream. I think that with that, we are allowing that knowledge to come to us a lot quicker. Now, like I said, there's the meditation. It's possible that while we are, and it's very likely that when we are in meditation, that because our defenses are down, it allows that connection to be effortless, that anything that we need to know, we are gaining that access. And we may not remember it, we may not know it at the time, but that claircognizant ability is right there, just waiting for the situation or the time for it to be known. And so you just clearly know something. And on the right-hand side, you can see the soul star, or the soul self, which is right in the center of the chest, right along where would be the chakras of the thymus and the heart chakra. But then up above, those are your transpersonal chakras, and then the chakra down below, which is part of the transpersonal chakras. So you have the earth star, you have the causal, you have the soul star, and the stellar gateway. And there are actually videos on those if you would like, and I'm going to be doing some more in-depth searching and accessing knowledge and stuff on those transpersonal chakras in another video. So claircognizance, removing blocks. Like I said, there was really no blocks, but what you can see is that maybe you're not as connected, and so you're not allowing that free form, that free thinking, that free flowing knowledge to come to you. You may be stuck in that material mindset, that ego mindset, that mindset that this isn't real, this isn't how it's supposed to be, or I can't just know things. And those are just blocks from possibly past lifetimes where you were possibly ridiculed for thinking those things, or maybe in this lifetime, just by having someone say, I don't believe what you're saying, or thinking that you're kooky, or that you're strange, or that your ideas are less than what they are. And we put up our own blocks, and we can just abolish them just as easily as we put them up, if you think about it. Because you place them there, you can take them away. As easy as that, just by saying, I have clear knowing. I have clear knowing. I know clearly. Just by stating that, you're removing the blocks just like that. Now, by accessing your transpersonal energy system, you are able to gather more and more information. You're just allowing the free flow of knowledge, of ideas, of creativity, of divine source and universal consciousness to come into your being. Not only that, but the earthly Mother Gaia energy and that knowledge. Oh my gosh, I mean, billions of years. You've got access to that information from billions of years. Or you can have universal consciousness, which is access to infinite consciousness. And either way, the claircognizance using the accessing your transpersonal energy system allows that free flow to come into your consciousness so that you can have free knowing. All right, let's get out of here. We're going to stop that share. Perfect. All righty. I hope that gave you a little bit of information about claircognizance, which is the last of the four clairs that we'll be discussing in this 4-part series. So I hope you learned a little bit. If you want to learn a little bit more about the other clairs, the videos are up for those: clairsentience, clairaudience, and clairvoyance. You can look those up and get maybe some more knowledge. I'd love to hear how you apply your claircognizance, or how claircognizance has come to work for you and you've gained some clear knowing about things. You take care. I look forward to spending more time with you again soon. As always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.